As James said, I have the privilege of working for Duplo, and we are the largest finishing company in the world by revenue, and it's a real pleasure to be here. We believe in the power of printed communication. It's something I'm going to constantly come back to through the presentation. And it's interesting, I typed print into Google, and you can see what came up. Inkjet printers, a bit of ink, one offset press. Not the most interesting of content. When you type finished print into Google, you suddenly start getting art and books and people making books. I think you'll find that's much more engaging and much more relevant, because we believe in the power of printed communication. If the work is not finished, it's not printed communication, and that's absolutely our belief. And there's something very special about printed communication, something very, very special. I was on a train on the way to London. Of course, I was standing, couldn't get a seat. It was full of iPads, of Kindles, and phones, right? And I was standing behind a husband and wife who were sitting in front of me. She had a Kindle, reading, he had an iPad. And down the end of the carriage, there's a young girl with a book, a paperback book. And the wife saw this lady reading. Bear in mind, she's got a Kindle in her hand, and she went, I'd love to read a book again. And that's the power of printed communication. Now, actually, what I'm here to talk about today is how to improve profitability through automated finishing. There was a secondary question around, as print is moving to a shorter run marketing tool, high value marketing tool, how do you meet that requirement? It's actually the same question, really. And so that's what I'm going to try and address today, because it's tough out there. This is data, oh, beg your pardon. This is data from the top 500 companies from Print Week. They do this thing every year, they look at the top 500. So whether these are the best printers, I don't know, but they're certainly the largest. Their margins are down to just over 4%. This almost race to the bottom on price isn't sustainable. We all know this, right? So it's hard out there. So how can Duplo or companies like Duplo help you? Well, I just thought I'd touch on this thing called Industry 4.0, and you may hear the term Print 4.0. So this is a term, Industry 4.0, of where connected factories are coming. They're going to be closer to the consumer. They're going to make a phone 1 second, a PC the next, a TV the next, in a completely automated way, all connecting from the internet and talking to each other. So this is coming. It's reality. And the term I want to pick on is smart factory. Okay, because actually Duplo have been talking about smart factories for a long time. Now, it's not the same thing, although we are showing a JDF connected machine on our stand today. But what we talk about is automation, reduced costs, reducing wastage, increasing profit. A smart factory, that's what we try and do and help printers to do every day. So for example, a machine that you can load one job while another job is running. A machine that's so easy to use that it's not just one guy in the factory that can run it, but a number of your employees can run it because it's so easy with a PC controller. A machine that can go from this size of book to this size of book in under 60 seconds, with no wastage, with perfect accuracy, first book out, is sellable. And that's what we mean at Duplo by smart factory. A machine that sits next to your digital press, SRA3 in, finished product out. One machine that can do a whole different range of business cards, greetings cards, menus, invitations, letters, brochures. All first printout is sellable, running off a JDF workflow, running off barcode automation, or even just simply the operator downloads the job from the network and runs it. That's the sort of automation and smart factory we're talking about. And it's, of course, lots and lots of small jobs running through a factory, right? Go back 15 or 20 years, 5 jobs a day through an offset printer, maybe. Now it's maybe 5 jobs every 5 minutes through your factory. So it's lots and lots. So it's not low volume necessarily, but it's lots and lots of short runs. We've got a product on our stand that can do 950 different sizes of business card jobs. So 950 jobs, all a different size, every hour. That's 20,000 business cards in 950 jobs in an hour, and it doesn't need a tea break. And that's what I mean by smart factory, about automation. That's the sort of technology that we are suggesting you use to be smarter. And we sum it up by something we call automated precision. It's in our DNA. It's how we go about thinking about products. Products that are more automated, incredibly precise and very easy to use. That's what we believe, and hopefully we can help printers do what even the most automated printers in the world can do. Vistaprint, 2 billion sets of business cards a month, where from the moment you pay your money to the moment that it's ready for dispatch, it's less than 70 seconds with no human hands. What we at Duplo can do is help printers actually automate to a level where you can then use your other skills and expertise to deliver a fantastic result for your customers. But it's not just about being smart or being automated or being precise. You have to offer something new, something different, something bold. Something that engages sense. The train story, the girl, I wish I could read a book again. It's tactile, it's touching. Well, by adding different things to that, like really sensory touch, coating, for example, you can offer something different. And that's what we are launching here today at IPEX. Truly on demand, digital, spot UV, and sensory coating at the touch of a button. So all the things I've talked about with automated precision in a digital, on-demand, spot UV coater. And I would ask you all to come and have a look at what we're doing on the stand. The results are simply beautiful. We have 20 machines out in the field already ahead of the launch. And our customers are giving us some wonderful feedback. And actually, this is us creating these samples. They'll get really good when the customers start being even more creative with their work and output. And of course, what's important when you're adding this sort of value is the quality level. And I recommend you look at our 600 by 600 DPI quality. We have some samples for you later on. So So our view is, as well as being smarter, you have to offer something new. Offer touch. Offer sensory coating. There's a lot of research that suggests if you engage more than one sense, you have a lot more loyalty to you, your company, and your brand. A lot of research out there. And that's our view. Start to talk touch. But because it's on demand, a run length of one sheet is absolutely practical. You can start with business cards and add value to those, advertising and promo. And then you can maybe even look at the more high-level luxury, retail packaging, high-end retail, houses, brochures, that sort of thing. That's what we recommend. So it's not just about a machine, and this is what I always say, it's about the end product. So I would recommend that you all start thinking about smarter products to help you do even more, but also something new, touch.